I think last time I had like top four like suspects. If I wish I can wait, I can open my I can look at my e-handbook. I had a good night's sleep, so I had some time to think about it. I think my top four were Kazuchi, Mahiru. Oh gosh, I don't remember. I don't remember my fourth one. I think Mikan was definitely one too. Oh gosh, maybe the fourth one was Peko. I don't remember. Oh my gosh. Okay, but I think I narrowed it down to top two now. I am going to remove my hero from my suspect list because you know, I'm trying to look at the bigger picture here. And really, the only reason I think I suspected her was because of that one moment where she was talking to Sonia, but she did change her mind. And maybe that's not like something for the trial, but it's like more of something for her character development where she's being less like, maybe she'll be more open to boys or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, she could be like a late game character or makes it to the end because she still has some character development to go through. So maybe that's why I'm gonna take her out of my suspect list. Mikan is actually looking more and more suspicious to me. It's just, yeah. And I was thinking of Kazuchi because the motive was that it was to have you get to leave the island and you get your memories back. But Mikan, she's suspicious to me because of when I'm looking at the truth bullets again. So the reason I think this is sus to me because why would they mention this, right? Like how do you even get yourself in that situation? I think the reason why she got herself in this situation is because you know, she was rushing, you know, to put Byakuya under the, you know, the table. Maybe that one cloth in the storage room was used to carry Byakuya, and then because you know they don't want to touch his body, so they wrapped him around in cloth, put him under the table, took the cloth out, and then put it in that like laundry basket. But I think the embarrassing post is because she was rushing to get everything done. Ibuki's account. So this also makes me suspicious of her. And I think I am gonna zone in on her for a bit. She will be my number one suspect. And then Kazuchi could be number two. And then, you know, like anyone else could be number three. But anyways, if you look at this, so her name is Mikan, right? And she was in the room with everyone. Like if you look at the dialogue here, everyone is talking, right? And then the one name you don't see, which is you don't see Mikan's name in here, which means she didn't say a single word during the blackout. But based on her personality, you know, she's like the, you know, the very nervous type. She would definitely say something during this blackout. I mean, I think that's pretty normal to do, right? If something unsuspected happens, you might say like, "Oh my gosh, what's going on?" Byakuya says, "What the heck? What's going on here?" This is so. Maybe that's when he got attacked. Nagito said, "Ow." So someone bumped into him. Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen? So Terry 2 probably just arrived. So I think, you know, Mikan didn't say a single word in there. That is pretty suspicious. There were 3 irons placed inside the storage room. When Nagito found them, they were all turned on. I'm not really sure what this is for. Maybe it's for the weapon, you know, maybe make it like, I don't know. Or since all 3 of them were turned on, maybe it's like to use up as much electricity as possible. Oh yeah, because the ACs were set for 1132. Like I think, yeah. Storage room, tablecloth. See, like it was randomly stuffed inside the laundry hamper. I don't know, and the way it looks right here, I mean, it just looks like it was used to wrap something up. So it could be that. The gas stove in the kitchen is powered by electricity. That's why I couldn't use it during the blackout. I'm not sure what that means. Like, I guess it means that, like, it wasn't just the storage room, or it wasn't just the dining hall, it was every other room. Party dishes, Terra poured his heart and soul into various dishes. However, Akane and Pekka were the only ones who ate them. But you know who somehow has food all over them? Mikan. Maybe that's what it is? What was it? Akane and Pekka were the only ones who ate them, but Mikan has food all over her. Yeah, she could excuse it as her being clumsy. I have no idea what this is for though. If a fire breaks out, the fire door in the hallway of the old building can be shut to keep the fire from spreading. I have no idea what that means at all. Like, I don't know what these doors could be used for. So I have no idea, to be honest. The knife found at the crime scene was not included on the kitchen list, so they probably bought it at the supermarket. The dangerous weapon that could be a potential weapon was confiscated by Byakuya. Apparently there's an iron plate for barbecuing and a portable stove for cooking hot pots. Wait, I'm going back. I didn't even read the synopsis or like the Monokuma file real quick. Discovered in the dining hall. 11:30 was his time of death. Victim was repeatedly stabbed over 10 times between the throat all the way to his abdominal region. And he has no other external injuries, and no chemicals were used. If Byakuya were to... The body under the table is face down, as if Byakuya was reaching for something. Oh, I didn't see that last one. He was reaching for, like, as if he was reaching for something. Maybe this is his. Cause he... Oh my gosh. That could be his. That weapon could actually be Byakuya's. He was reaching for his own weapon. That's why during the pat down you couldn't find anything, right? But he has his own. Oh my gosh. That could be it. Oh my gosh. Right. And that would explain the autopsy. Because I don't know, 2mm is so small. Oh my gosh. Oh! Okay. If fire breaks out, the fire door in the hallway building could be shut to keep the fire spreading. Maybe that's what where they stored the weapon. So it literally says all the dangerous equipment that could be a potential weapon was confiscated by Byakuya. Apparently there's an iron plate for barbecue and a portable stove for cooking hot pots. There was an item missing. I think it was one of the skewers. The irons, maybe the iron, you know, like, what was it? The irons, they could be used to make the weapon. I don't know. Could be something. When Chiaki was standing guard outside, Fuyuhiko apparently came to the old building and then walked away. Yeah. She's probably gonna be like, I was staying in my room the whole time. We'll be like, no, that's wrong. Well, that could be it for that. A threatening letter. That was in that. I'm thinking that's Nagito because he knows so much, right? But be careful. The first kill would happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. Kazuchi threatened to search for the blackout. He went out, and so we need to prove that Pekka was innocent. So maybe that's also a reason why Kazuchi is like innocent. Because he actually went out. He said I'll go along the walls to go out. Pekka didn't really answer correctly. So yeah, maybe it is Mikan. According to Mikan's autopsy, Byakuya sustained several puncture wounds to his chest and abdomen. The wounds were inflicted by a thin, sharp weapon approximately 5mm in diameter. So it's like, I don't know. I'm thinking it could be one of the skewers, to be honest, that was missing. Kept trying to use the restroom before the party started, but someone was using it the whole time. He was able to enter the bathroom after the party was discovered. Who was in it? I don't know. I mean, like, yeah. I have no idea. That could be where everything was stored, but like, I don't know. That's tough. That one's tough. That's the one I don't know. Anyway, let's see. The difficulty is that let's get started. I think for sure. I think I got it. I got it. I definitely got it, right?
Now then,
At least top
begin
2.
with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Monami? What's happening? Oh yeah, she has to watch. But yeah, I think my top 2 picks are spot on, especially maybe number 1. Let's go.
During the class trial, you
Oh.
will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Okay.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you.
Yeah. Oh, another thing is like why, like so if the scene like the art style changes, like so they're no longer 2D cutout like cardboard boards. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, right? They changed the art style to show a special scene for something. That means it's really important. You should definitely pay attention to something like that.
Such a sad state of affairs.
I don't think
isn't
Kazuchi
it?
ever got. I don't think Kazuchi ever got one of those special scenes. Mikan did though.
By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules?
Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds?
Stop.
Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining table. We can start with that, but ultimately we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that, you know, thinking about if it's a waste of time. We have to do this no matter what. So the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my irritating rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you would engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all your classmates will speak one after another without any breaks. If it's up to you to reveal any lies and mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use the truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the bullet, or truth cylinder. Use the mouse to move the reticle, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and choose the truth bullets to blast through the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during the arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Why was Byakuya in a place like that?
His body was underneath at the very back of the dining.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Wait, why is it going so fast? What he just said is strange. It clearly it was going so fast.
In a place like that.
His body was underneath at the very back of the dining.
Why is it actually going like that? I don't think they moved it there because of the blood stain, right?
They probably moved the body.
Huh? Why? Obviously.
How did I do that?
Moved the body there. No, that's wrong.
The controls are so whack for me right now.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table.
Was it on auto?
Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
And here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Maybe that's where Byakuya hid the weapon.
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big joke.
Bruh, stop.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reason Byakuya dove under the table is connected. What in the world? Dude, let me actually look at the dialogue. Oh my gosh. What in the world? I actually can't. It was connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party. It's oh my gosh. What was he doing during the party? He's probably checking the floorboards, right? Like maybe checking to see if there's any dangerous weapons. Dude, it's going way too fast. It's connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party. Like looking for stuff. Can't do it. I can't think of. Oh, I didn't realize I couldn't see it. The reason Byakuya dove under the table is if it's.
I can prove it with this. It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
He was reaching for something.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams,
Oh gosh.
I am the murder weapon!
I'm doing so bad already.
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
The green paint, right? Glow in the dark paint.
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
It's so dark.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial.
During a previous statement, there was only one weak spot. But from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. I mean, I hope it's not going fast. Like, I don't know what's happening, but please. The last game was like slower than this. Why? Please don't like skip people's statements, please. No matter how many weak spots there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. This means there will be false weak spots. If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge, oh gosh, will take damage. If you reach 0, you will fail, so please be careful. You only have to rely on your logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the space key, you can progress the argument slowly. Use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. I mean, it's moving too fast for me to even understand. Like, however, this does consume the focus gauge. Oh gosh, so please be careful. Use the escape key during these arguments so you can review the controls. Well, good luck and have fun. Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table.
I'm sure you did too.
During the blackout.
That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. must have seen the killer take the—
But it was super pitch black.
It was so dark I couldn't see my— Byakuya couldn't see in the dark. I doubt he could have seen the killer.
Oh my gosh, why is it doing that? I think I fixed it. It's going pretty slow
I'm
now.
sure Byakuya ducked under the table. During the blackout.
That sounds correct.
Okay, I fixed it. I'm not gonna be flustered anymore. I'm gonna get everything right first try. What I did was I'm on my PC and I'm using the Xbox app to play the game, because it's on the Game Pass. And so I turned off VSync and anti-aliasing, and now it's going slower. I found it on Reddit, so it's going slower.
If that's the case,
Like, it's actually good now.
during the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black.
Right?
It was so dark I couldn't see my food.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either. I doubt he could have seen the killer.
Are you telling me that he had night vision goggles too? It was open, right? It's true. Getting under the table during the blackout would have been nearly impossible, but... Alright, night vision goggles. Trial's so much better now. It's not going crazy. Yeah, so the night vision goggles were his.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Oh.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, so those were his. Interesting.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
If he was using those night vision goggles we found under the table, he could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Whoa, what is that?
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
I would agree. Well, yes, I was. I would not expect anyone to do that. Were you surprised by my hero's sudden argument? Just between you and me, and I was also surprised. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Now, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you will have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remark with the WSD keys. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut what? Cut vertically, diagonally, or sideways. Based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it would skew towards their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. I'm not going to be able to do this. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of debate. You will lose counts the sharpest even if you miss, so please be careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood towards the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. Just like a regular debate, refute any weak spots with the left mouse button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. What's a truth blade? I am terribly sorry. It seems there has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? Press the escape key during these arguments. You can review the controls. Well, then good luck and have fun. This is interesting. Oh my, wow, okay.
If you just use common sense.
I think it's the case, because it was open, wasn't it?
Night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Whoa. Wait.
Damn it!
I can't just listen to what she's saying, I also need to
If you
respond.
just use common sense.
What am I supposed to do?
The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
What is slash in the direction you press?
Obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Damn it!
If you just use common
Oh, wrong
sense.
truth bullet.
The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Oh, I'm supposed to do a diagonal. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Like that. Oh my gosh. There we go. I got it. Way too late though.
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Because of the case.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night
Oh,
vision goggles.
right. Yeah.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well.
Dura woman.
Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about
Oh my.
tonight's main dish.
Ooh, you totally mean that in a perverted way.
My health is like really low. The knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too. I feel like the knife was bait because of the paint and it would be glowing in the dark. That's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove it. Oh, the duct tape. Oh, that could be it. Not tonight's main dish. It was hidden because of the duct tape,
I
right?
see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
Because of the note.
Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
You want me to talk about it? Of course, they always do that. Makoto, what do you think? That's right. Byakuya probably knew. Okay, fine. Fine. Don't let me read it, okay.
I can prove it with this!
My heart.
Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful, the first kill would happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies!
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. A strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer. Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe it yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
The paint, it's literally green. The killer definitely used the mark. And because of this mark, the killer is able to get the knife from under the table into his hands.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Yeah.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
Peko?
Which means it was you!
Yeah, he was gonna say that.
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
I am not the killer. Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout. Is that what really happened? After this debate, the blue colored weak spots. Oh my gosh. If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots, the blue colored ones will be agree spots. With shooting agree spots with true bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, fire the truth bullet that proves the testimony is correct. Cool. Oh my gosh. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound argument. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must defer whether it's best to agree or argue based on what's being debated. Press the escape button to review the controls. Oh my gosh. My brain. It's hurting. I'm gonna look at the controls again. I'm sorry if I'm being annoying.
Since Pekka was in the office...
Oh my gosh. Okay, silence.
She could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
Not
What happened to
before.
your guard duty?
Who's
Sorry.
Chiaki again, bro? Oh my gosh. Chiaki. Oh my gosh. What was her? Oh right. Okay, so that doesn't seem right. It was a bunch of people's accounts. Teru couldn't use it during the blackout. Nekomaru's account was that he was able to use the... Oh, what? Those are my... Someone was using it the whole time. He was able to... Maybe it's Peko. Peko maybe used it because she's having like stomach problems maybe. I'm gonna use that.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Just from listening to Peko's testimony, it's weird not to doubt her, but I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up the testimony.
Since Pekka was in the office... She
Yeah.
could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible.
I would use Nekomaru's account to help her
Huh?
if she
Why
has
is
a
it
weak point.
possible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
Oh, okay.
No, I think Pekka is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Pekko.
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Pekko's alibi.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pekka was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
Oh, I didn't remember that.
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pekko.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier!
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. Shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
Bro.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
Seriously, stop it.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
Peko was one of the only people that ate food. That is true.
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Peko's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Oh gosh. Party dishes. Yep, let's use that.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Yep.
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Would it really? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Whether Peko's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it, we need to clarify. I mean, yeah.
Did you eat anything weird?
Let's see.
I don't remember eating anything weird.
I think party dish is the only thing we can
Now
use.
that you mention it...
I don't see any blue statements though.
You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
That's a yellow one.
Taro cooked the food. I wouldn't do anything like...
Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Oh my god.
Crap.
You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the...
There might have been some...
No, that's wrong.
Oh. I was actually agreeing with him. That's why I didn't shoot it.
It's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the
Oh,
dining hall.
because he wasn't there. Oh my, I can't think.
Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues.
Oh my gosh. I'm trash. I'm so bad.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I'm sorry.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Cease this bickering!
Let's just dismiss Peko's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear that how that blackout occurred. That's gonna be tough. Oh my gosh. Shankies.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Probably a stone.
Maybe they used a remote control?
What?
Probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitter.
I'm gonna... I doubt this part.
Crap!
Oh,
Maybe they caused a power surge?
yeah, that.
I bet it's really Monokuma's fault.
I shot too
By
early.
the way, I'm not a trashy skank.
Okay, cool. They messed with the power stuff.
Caused a power...
Yes, I
I
agree.
agree with that.
Oh, I'm making progress.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge.
Okay.
Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Whoa. Oh, I hate this.
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout?
Yeah, well, also the AC.
That's inexcusable!
AC timer, drone case.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who was in when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
I can't back down! No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to. If the irons caused the blackout.
Allow me to cut through those
Wow.
words.
Okay, got it. The AC was also
Irons
used.
are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
Oh, and then they were set on high?
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham died around that time too!
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
See, this is why I think it's Kazuchi because of all of this.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
My number one suspect is still Mikan though. Whew.
Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time, and maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry.
We have the MC right here and us.
Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
He's really obsessed with hope.
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
Huh?
In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
That's why he's always so calm and cheerful during these situations.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building.
So like you?
What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point.
I thought he was gonna help us during the investigation.
Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already! I want to go home and eat candy!
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already.
Who cares? Oh my gosh.
There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong.
Chiaki, you're gonna help out?
I think.
Uh-oh, I don't want to click.
Did you say something?
Uh-oh.
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
A clue, you say?
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
Are you gonna talk about Fuyuhiko?
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Is she asking how the killer got close to that table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow in the paint, in order to do that, they need to get close to the table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
Nagito is the closest one to it. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This, just as I thought, this diagram is the clue. Who the killer is and how they were able to move to the table in the dark. That's clearly shown. What? How? Are you saying this, Nagito? Because I don't think he actually did it, but... Oh, no, I don't know. Mikan and Kazuchi are both like on the opposite side. Like, that's crazy. We need to discuss how the killer is able to move to the table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. Huh? Select a suspicious spot?
Here!
The lamp?
Killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Of course, there's no way they use the desk lamp's light because the killer actually used. Oh my gosh. What? There's no way they actually used the desk lamp's light because the killer actually used the cord? The weight? No. Oh my gosh, I don't know. What does that mean? Let's try the light bulb. No, okay, to get close to the table. Right.
Crap!
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no way. What did he use to get close to the table? Power cord is connected.
Crap!
Oh. Okay, it has to be the power cord.
I can prove it with this.
Oh my god.
They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Right. I need to stop messing up. I need to think.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right?
Right.
By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Yeah, that is the reason why. Maybe that's why I didn't pick the power cord, is because I'm always like zoning on Mikan and Kazuchi, but Nagito is right there. And we're gonna zone in on Nagito, I guess. I don't think he did it though, but I think that's probably why I didn't pick the power cord. Because I don't think it's him.
Who?
The only person here who could have done it possibly is. I mean, it probably wants us to pick Nagito. Like, what if I just pick Mikan? I'll be like, hey, it's you.
You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Nagito's chance to hide the knife under the table was when he was cleaning, right? Oh, that's not what I meant.
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
He prepared them in advance. Whoever draws the chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it
Didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something!
Oh goodness.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! Ah, how wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Those eyes. At the moment, Nagito's eyes, the darkness in his eyes shone brightly as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together. Is Nagito actually the ultimate hope, and he lied about being the ultimate lucky student? Because Makoto was the ultimate hope at the end, and now this guy is obsessed with hope.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery.
You're lying because you really want us to come together and not despair. So you would rather put the blame on yourself, and then we'll all just go.
Byakuya performed admirably.
Right?
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Me? Lie? That's outrageous! There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. I'm too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
Just like you?
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey Nagito, if you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
It's not bad. I think it's
But
actually
why
good.
would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
And how about that old looking building near the hotel? Oh my goodness. Well, if it's just clean, leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
Bro, I did not expect this. No, there's still some no, it's not over. We still have some truth bullets to go through. We still have Mikan's like tripping over food and stuff.
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
And an autopsy. Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, it's hard to see in there and full of cobwebs. I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have time to clean the storage room. If you stayed in there for a long time, I think it would be bad for your health. In that case, why don't you guard... I feel so sorry for Byakuya. I feel sad looking at him. Why don't you guard the case in the office?
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions. It was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Nagito's talent is being the ultimate lucky student.
I see!
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks. But I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Huh? I'm left with the red mark? Haha, for someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem to be very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed? Oh, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please, Monokuma!
Please, wait!
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this? Is Nagito really the killer?
So did you not do it? Because why are you talking right now? Like, why are you pointing that out? Like, who did it? Who's doing it? Or who did it? Yeah.
What are you saying?
Oh my
He's
gosh.
already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange.
If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke.
I'm sorry.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for a bloody spectacle.
Oh, white noise. Alright. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Please time your truth bullets just right so they don't get interrupted by the white noise. By the way, if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, all it means is that this explanation didn't mean anything at all. It has no meaning whatsoever. Don't worry, I'm just gonna fall into despair. Even though it's meaningless, allow me to say one more thing. In this debate, you won't be able to shoot down the white noise. This will be explained later. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. So we can't shoot down the white noise? Yeah, we still have a lot more bullets to use. I just don't know which one to use.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know...
Oh my gosh.
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
Oh, the autopsy.
Never mind.
Autopsy might have showed that it wasn't a
Thanks
knife.
for wasting our time, Skanky.
Because it was so thin. I was
prepared to cast our votes.
No. I thought you had the all. Wait, I don't know. Maybe you don't have the all seeing eye, but someone else probably does. Because she knows something.
Byakuya.
No, that's wrong! That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Nikon?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
But, based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife.
Ew, yeah.
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Not a whorehouse!
Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Nikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikon's the one who said it.
I'm sorry.
So Kazuji? Oh my gosh, what? I'm so confused.
Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Why are you so smart?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off.
What happened during the blackout? If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it? What's not it?
The truth is beyond our sight. No, that can't be it. There should be some way to find out what happened in the dark. Ibuki's account, right, has all the dialogue. I have no idea what to do with the fire doors. I can't think of anything else besides this.
I can prove it with this.
Oh!
Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
For reals?
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this. Ah! Don't step on my feet.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on.
Nagito just said ow.
You know?
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth!
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Right? Ow. Ow, what? Someone pushed him, maybe.
It almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Oh, could. That could be true.
Well, that's actually what happened. As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
Oh.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table.
What a Chad!
That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
So Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife. And then someone used the stake to get Byakuya? And he got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it. Well, it sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they both said at the same time.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
I could interpret it like that. No, actually, now that I think about it, that sounds like exactly what happened.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint, and I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles. What happened after that? Even I don't know.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth!
Meaninglessness. What other word is brimming with so much despair? But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
Is Nagito really not the killer? Is this guy really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way I can say that. I just thought I knew him. But this whole time, I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It was as simple as that. But now it's not the time to dwell on that. We need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if we don't, we will die here. So Mikan might not actually be it. Because for me, what if, I don't know. Again, I'm gonna go back to Kazuchi. Maybe I'm zoning in on the person again. Maybe she tripped because Kazuchi like shoved, he was like right next to her. Or like close to her. Could have pushed her down to get to his original spot again, or get Byakuya. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm just gonna see what happens. I don't know if I'll say I'm right. You know, I don't know. I have no idea. Why is it turning black? What?
Well now,
The class trials reach its climax, but here's a question for you. What's this? To those of you who've figured out who it is, how about you try out the Guess the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their save data melted away like butter. If you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion. Okay. Of course, for those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue
Now
on.
then, what are you gonna do?
Let's click left mouse button, continue on Guess the Killer challenge. Just kidding, you can't make a choice. There's no way you'd be able to guess who the killer is. Oh, so I can't do it? Ah.
And of course, there's no $10 billion
No.
either.
I was gonna guess Kazuchi because I don't know. The Mikan, like, why would she speak up? Why would she ever speak up? You know? Like, why would she do that if she was the killer?
You're so evil!
We really have, like, a break? Alright, if we get a break, we get a break.